Rounds of strong to severe thunderstorms making their way across central and eastern Kentucky. We're tracking the potential just ahead.
Richmond police are offering $5 grand to anyone who can help them solve an old murder case.
The Supreme Court rules using controversial lethal injection drugs is constitutional. We'll have the details.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon, Jennifer Palumbo and Amber Philpott reporting. Sam has the day off. We're keeping a close eye out for potentially strong and severe storms this afternoon and tonight.
And a tornado watch is currently out for central Kentucky. Let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey on this First Alert Severe Weather Day.
Yeah, exactly right. That tornado watch is basically a precautionary watch. There's just enough spin or shear in the atmosphere to maybe set off one or two of these storms to rotate, especially north central, northeastern parts of Kentucky. All the counties in red are under that tornado watch. That'll take us until 9 o'clock this evening, though. As the storms move through, we're noticing the back edge of that watch is being dropped, and that's going to be the trend. Don't think we ever get to 9 o'clock with the expiration time into central Kentucky. What we're seeing on Defender, lines of thunderstorms that are out there. You can pick out the hot spots, if you will, where the strongest storms are based on the tremendous amount of lightning. Got that across the Lexington Metro, then Somerset toward the Lake Cumberland area. Starts you from north to south. Showers, thunderstorms, a lot of heavy rain here, Cynthiana into parts of the Maysville area. Downtown Lexington getting ready to rock and roll. The evening commute is going to be an ugly one with the potential for some localized stream and street flooding. Really coming down here on the north side of town from the Horse Park to Masterson Station. Look at western parts of Fayette County. A ton of thunder and lightning now from Dunbar High School back over toward the Keeneland area and points south from there into the Fayette Mall area. That's a lot of heavy rain that is targeting the downtown area. 60 between Keeneland and Versailles. Really going to have to watch for some ponding of water on roads, and likewise down the Bluegrass Parkway. That's a storm system that, again, has a lot of juice with it. We're looking at these storms on our live sky cam. We take our sky cam toward that western horizon. Notice how the clouds continue to really now begin to darken up, and they're increasing. This is our view toward the downtown Lexington area here. This is out on the west side of town. That's where the storms are coming from. As that cloud gets over top of you, a ton of lightning and a ton of heavy rain likely to come from the skies. That extends, by the way, farther to the southwest. Watch out for some flash flooding here. These storms can produce a quick inch of rain in a half-hour time frame. So you can get some local high water here, northern parts of Harrison County or northern parts of Mercer County into southern Anderson County, Salvisa, toward the Lawrenceburg area. That'll move into most of Woodford County and eventually into the Lexington area down into Nicholasville. Additional showers and storms out ahead of that main line. Local high water issues, a possibility with any of those storms, which, by the way, are cranking all the way back to the southwest. That's going to be the theme as we go through the next several hours. Rounds of thunderstorms with a ton of lightning, a ton of heavy rain. But as of now, ladies, no active warnings across our part of the world.
All right, Chris, thank you. Police in central Kentucky have put out a $5,000 reward in hopes of solving a double murder case.
Karen Rollins Simpson and Avery Evans were found murdered at their home 1 year ago on Valley Street in Richmond. Kristen Kennedy has details in our top story at 4:30.
Richmond police put out the reward in the hopes that someone could help them solve this double murder case. Officers first found Karen Simpson and boyfriend Avery Evans dead inside their home on Valley Street late last June. Almost a year has passed and they haven't made any arrests. Simpson's sisters worry the killer could come after them. Neighbors aren't so much worried as confused. Ones we spoke with called the street a quiet one. Said a majority of older couples live there. Simpson, we're told, had lived on Valley Street for many years and was always quiet and kind.
Well, it's possible. There are some people that probably know something that want to talk for $5,000, you know. That's what the idea of the reward is, going to speak up. It's an incentive.
Richmond police will give $5,000 to anyone who is able to lead them to an arrest and a conviction. In Richmond, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Officers tell us right now they have no leads. Family members have been putting up flyers hoping someone comes forward with information that leads to an arrest. The Supreme Court has decided states can continue to use a controversial drug in lethal injection executions.
In November, Kentucky dropped a proposal for the use of a two-drug execution method that included the controversial drug after botched executions in 2 other states. Alex Miller reports from D.C.
It's a crushing blow to death penalty opponents. On its final day of the term, the Supreme Court upheld the use of a controversial lethal injection drug. The drug midazolam is supposed to sedate the inmate before other drugs are used to stop the heart. But last year, the drug made headlines for contributing to a botched execution in Oklahoma.
This has been shown and proven. I mean, the man had a heart attack because you was torturing him on the table. And that's cruel and unusual punishment.
The drug is also used in Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Louisiana, and Virginia, just some of the 32 states that have the death penalty. Marilyn Grant protested the decision outside of the Supreme Court. Her son has been awaiting execution in Texas for 8 years.
You are going to use a drug to kill a person like an animal, basically.
Challengers say the use of the drug is cruel and unusual punishment, a violation of the 8th Amendment. But the court's opinion said otherwise. Justice Samuel Alito said the petitioner did not establish that midazolam as part of an execution, quote, entails a substantial risk of severe pain. Even with the decision Monday, Grant says her fight for her son isn't over.
We're just going to have to really fight harder and, continue to try to persuade the justices that are in that building, as well as other people, that killing citizens of the United States is not the way to go.
2 minority justices, Ginsburg and Breyer, opened up the door for a bigger conversation about capital punishment as a whole. In his dissent, Breyer said that capital punishment may in itself be unconstitutional. Quite the cliffhanger for a court that's about to go into summer recess. Reporting at the Supreme Court, I'm Alex Miller.
All right, quickly, we want to jump back over to the weather office now. Chris, you've got a warning that just came in.
Yes, severe thunderstorm warning after the storm we were highlighting as the strongest across the entire region. That'll go until 5:05. Anderson, Mercer, Woodford counties. It is at least technically just to the south of downtown Versailles, to the south of Lawrenceburg. This does include the Salvisa area. That is a storm, though, that is developing toward the Lexington area and Nicholasville. So very heavy rains in addition to the potential for some high winds and hail with that storm that is right on top of the Bluegrass Parkway. Again, ladies, severe thunderstorm warning until 5:05. Anderson, Mercer, and Woodford counties.
Chris, thank you. An accused murderer is expected to be in court today for the first time since a deadly crash. State police say Jesse Bennett was under the influence when he crashed into a motorcycle last week on Highway 11 in Owsley County. The crash seriously injured 24-year-old Jeremiah Taylor and killed his passenger, 18-year-old Taylor Lanehart.
Police make an arrest after a 5-year-old accidentally shot his sister. The Trigg County Sheriff's Office says the boy found a .22 caliber gun on a living room counter. A TV station says the Western Kentucky boy then shot his 4-year-old sister in the stomach while she was watching TV. Police have arrested a 19-year-old who took the gun into the home.
We are a little more than halfway through this year, and already 5 inmates have escaped from the Blackburn Correctional Complex in Fayette County. According to the Department of Corrections, that's about the same number of escapes that the minimum security prison typically counts in 12 months. When WKYT investigative reporter Mark Barber started digging to figure out why escapes are up, he found a veteran corrections officer who's speaking up about another problem at their prison.
The neighbors are being lied to. They could be in their yard, they could be in their house doing something. We would never know anything about it. They could actually jump back over the fence after they did something and be back in the dorm by 9 p.m.
Well, tonight at 6, Mark Barber is taking a look at how the prison's inmate escape alerts are inaccurate and how that is a danger to people who live in that area. When the summer heats up again, dogs at the Lexington Humane Society will be able to stay cool.
Today, the organization had a new air conditioning unit installed, days after the one in their dog room stopped working. WKYT's Hillary Thornton shows us how the generosity of the community helped the Humane Society.
That new air conditioning unit cost $35,000, an amount that the Lexington Humane Society exceeded in donations in only 7 hours. After several repairs during its more than 10 years of keeping the adoption center's dog room cool,
unfortunately, it finally bit the dust.
leaving the dog room housing 80 four-legged friends without working AC.
It's not something we could wait on. It's not something we could go without.
So workers at the Humane Society quickly jumped into action, asking the public for help, and the community responded, bringing in the needed money in just a matter of hours. So this morning it was out with the old and in with the new, making for wagging tails and smiles all around.
It's a very happy day. I will tell you, lots and lots of animal care technicians and adoption specialists are going to be very excited about the air working today. We were overwhelmed with excitement and love for the community. We are so lucky to live where we do and have the support that we do from our community.
Overall, the Lexington Humane Society received more than 600 donations after putting out that call for help. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Workers say they hope to have the new unit up and running sometime this afternoon.
This week is a big week for several young ladies. 32 bright and beautiful young women have all moved onto the University of Kentucky campus, where they will spend the week preparing to compete for the title of Miss Kentucky.
Deanne Stevens is out and about today to tell us all about it. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are hard at work here at the SAE house with all the Miss Kentucky contestants. You're wondering maybe while we're coloring and putting stickers on things, this is part of the week, and that's giving back to others. What are we doing?
We're going to visit children in the hospital today.
Talk a bit about that and why you guys do that. Why this week is so important for you all.
This week kind of gives us a taste of what a day in the life of Miss Kentucky is, and it's really important for us to get to know the children at the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, because that is Miss America's platform, and that's what's most important.
Okay, it's also about giving back to others and really highlighting their platforms. These 5 beautiful young ladies are the Quality of Life Award winners. Larkin, what is the Quality of Life Award?
Quality of Life, every contestant has their own personal platform. Mine is encouraging youth and teen volunteerism, and it's just displaying our involvement within our platform, what we've done in our community to further our platform, and then they pick the winners, and we all have a personal interview with a panel of judges.
Well, congratulations to you all, because from what I understand, it's great to wear that crown and all, but you 5 have been picked as making the biggest difference in your community. Talk a bit about that. That should mean the world to you.
Oh, it absolutely does. Like Larkin said, all of our platforms are so personal to us. Mine is cerebral palsy, and it's based off my little brother. So, you know, just that the fact that we all have something we're so passionate about and that we're making a difference of and advocating for in our community, it's truly an honor for all of us to be finalists for this award.
This is a busy week for you guys. What all is on tap? I mean, you got practices and rehearsals and on and on and on.
We are up all the time. We start at like 7 in the morning and we go all evening, but it's a great experience. We get to help out with our community as well as get ready for our pageant, which is at the end of the week. We can't forget that it's also competition, but we're having a lot of fun and we're really enjoying each other's company.
You are getting to know one another, and these will be people that you are friends with for the rest of your life, my dear. Talk a bit about that and the things that you guys are bonding over, like visiting the Children's Hospital and making a difference here while you're here in Lexington.
You know, I think that's the thing. I think because since Miss Kentucky is about going out into our community and working together, that's why the bonds are so real, because you're not just competing with each other, you're making friendships and doing good things together.
Okay, but what's the bond like when you are competing? I mean, can I ask you that?
Of course. It is 20 times more entertaining backstage than what the audience sees that every night. But we have a great time. Sure, the nerves get high just because we're in front of so many people, but we laugh a lot. It's a good time.
And have a lot of fun. And they want you to come laugh with them, enjoy all of the entertainment that's happening this weekend. Pageant, when does it start?
It starts July 2nd.
July 2nd, 7 p.m. They know that pretty well. July 2nd, 7 o'clock, Singletary Center for the Arts. You too can come see all of these beautiful young ladies who are competing for that Miss Kentucky crown. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Well, we are getting reports of some damage from these strong storms moving through the area.
Chris, what are you seeing out there right now?
Yeah, a few trees have been reportedly knocked down into parts of Woodford County, Anderson County area. Just a couple of reports as of now, but those winds probably spiking up 50, 55 miles per hour at least into parts of those areas. Severe thunderstorm warning does continue until 5:05 for parts of Mercer County, Anderson, and Woodford counties. Storm, at least the strongest part of this, is now into southern parts of Fayette, northern parts parts of the Jessamine County area. Heavy rain, ton of lightning with these storms. We may see a tree or two knocked down across the downtown Lexington area coming up over the next little bit. That's a pretty hefty storm that is right on top of the area. I'm tracking other strong storms in eastern Kentucky. One getting my attention across Menifee County has just a hint of some spin with it. We'll continue to watch the storms as we go through the evening.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Curiosity killed the snake, a contest that's really gone to the dogs and an unusual hitchhiker. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
A python's big meal in a South African game reserve turned out to be its last. This 12-foot-long African rock python died after eating a 30-pound porcupine. The porcupine's needle-sharp quills seem to have punctured the snake's digestive tract, contributing to its death. The snake was first spotted at the Lake Eland Game Reserve by a mountain biker 2 weeks ago. The exact cause of death isn't known. Pythons kill their prey by constriction. They swallow animals whole, and it may take days or weeks to digest fully.
All right, how ugly is too ugly to still be called man's best friend? Well, this year's crown for ugliest dog in the world goes to a 10-year-old mutt with a hunchback. Meet Quasimodo. He beat out 19 other finalists to win this year's competition. The Florida pooch stuck out to the judges with his deformed spine. Judges say Quasimodo serves, though, as a great ambassador for teaching people about acceptance. His odd looks earned him $1,500. I think he's pretty cute.
I know, he's not that bad. Family picked up a dangerous hitchhiker on the way back from Yellowstone National Park. Look at this. A grizzly bear latched onto the family's car just outside Cook City, and they caught it all on their cell phone. The family drove away from the incident with only a few minor scratches on their car.
Nosy bear, to say the least. No thanks. We don't want to take him home for vacation. All right, stick with us. Here's what's coming your way now. At 5 o'clock, we're tracking that weather for you.